Okay, next up we have our single leg glute bridges, single leg hip thrust. So for single leg glute bridge, you're gonna lie on the floor, you're gonna inhale, exhale, drive the hips up and down. Okay, if you want to make this more challenging, you have two ways. One, you can take your knee and hug it into your chest and inhale and then exhale, drive up. This actually really isolates the glute and makes it harder in that sense. Or if you want, you can bring yourself in a bit closer, have your foot raised on a platform and then do the same thing. And like the glute bridge with both legs, it's just obviously increasing the range of motion of the exercise, making it a bit more challenging. If you want to add load to these, you can always add a dumbbell resting on your leg, but it's not necessary. And then for our hip thrust, once again, it's a very similar situation. We're going to have our shoulders, like for our hip thrust on the bench. Okay, when we're at the top, we want our leg to be 90 degrees, and we inhale down and exhale, drive up. Once again, really being careful not to overextend our back as we come down. If the glute bridge feels too easy, but this variation feels too hard, we can go into a B stance glute bridge, which is where you have this weight, this foot here, and then this foot is just slightly stabilizing in front, okay? So this is where I say you have like 20 to 30% of the weight on that leg, 70 to 80% of the weight on that leg. Okay, so we're basically doing a hip thrust like that. You can then load the B stance hip thrust, that variation, a bit easier. You can add a barbell, a dumbbell. A barbell you would set up exactly like you would with a regular hip thrust, obviously with a lot less weight, because the point is that it is primarily one leg working, okay? But you can also just take a dumbbell, rest it on your leg, maybe just hold it like that and then move like that. But only progress to weights when you've really mastered the movement.